Joining me today is a pop starlet who spent her youth singing and dancing in one of our favourite pop groups, S Club Juniors. It's a big welcome to Stacey McClean. Hello, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
Perfect. Now, we recently had Aaron and Jay in from S Club Juniors for a chat, so we thought, better get one of the girls in.
Yay.
Why not? So we're going to talk about, we're going to take it back to the very beginning. In 2002, you auditioned for S Club Juniors.
God, that's so long.
It seems like a long time ago now, doesn't it?
10 years. It makes me feel old. I know I'm not old, but...
You look really young. You must have auditioned when you were like, how old were you?
I was 12
Wow.
when we first auditioned, yeah.
That's insane. And what was that whole process like, being 12 and auditioning?
Oh, it was absolutely mental. I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. It was the most amount of fun I think I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
You know, it was kind of tough, like being away from your parents, because we literally lived in London in a house. We had chaperones and tutors, and we were very well looked after. It was amazing, so much fun, and just the things that we got to experience.
It looked like fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a junior. Now, when you auditioned and got in the band, you were only going to be put together to be on the S Club 7 tour, just do one Wembley date, and that was it. But because you were so well received, you got signed by Polydor Records. So were you sort of nervous or scared, or were you really excited?
It was really scary. We kind of didn't really know about record labels at that age, and we were kind of like, oh, Polydor, oh, okay, this must be good.
Yeah.
And it was just mental. Like you said, we were only meant to support S Club 7 on their tour.
Yeah.
We did like a thing for children in need, and then it kind of just blew up from there, really. And it was announced, you know, that we were going to do an album, we have singles, and then we ended up doing another tour. Because there was 8 of us, you know, we become so close, and it was just like it was amazing. It was like a family.
What was it like actually being on the road with S Club 7 at such a young age, being on tour?
Amazing. We got to watch them rehearse like every show. We used to sit and watch them in the audience. And we used to like have our like dinner with them before the show started and stuff. And we loved S Club 7. We kind of like looked up to them.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan before I even auditioned for S Club Juniors. And for my birthday, the following year, I wanted tickets to go and see S Club 7 on tour.
Oh.
And then I actually ended up supporting them on tour.
Oh,
so
crazy.
Mental, but I loved S Club 7.
Now, between 2002 and 2003, S Club Juniors released 7 singles and 2 albums. So what was it like in those 2 years for you? Like, what were your highlights?
I think now looking back, it's kind of hit me at how, you know, how lucky. I mean, we always felt lucky. Yeah. We always appreciated what we had. But looking back now and thinking, God, we were so young, and all the things that I ever wanted to achieve in my life, I've already done.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to do it again, but it's like, God, where's the time gone?
Well, out of those things that you did, like all the singles, the albums, what would you say was your highlight?
I think the tours were, you know, one of the best bits, and just getting to like do all the TV shows. Like, you remember like
all the fun
SMTV and CDUK and
Top of the Pops.
the Saturday show. Like,
those
and we
shows.
used to like do them every other weekend, and we used to be like so excited. Have to get up at like 4 AM in the morning, go and do like a sound check, and that was the best bit. And like the people that we got to meet, and you know, all these famous people, and we were like, oh my God, like really starstruck.
So what was that like, going from being pop stars and then acting? Was that quite a difficult transition, or was it quite easy for you guys?
It was kind of natural for us, because we played ourselves anyway in the show. So we kind of like, we had a few acting lessons, and it was so much fun. We moved to Barcelona for like 3 months.
Wow.
And we worked with Christopher Lloyd, who played Doc from Back to the Future, and that was just, and he could never say my name right. He always called me Tracy.
You let it go because of who he was.
Yeah, it's all right, you could call me Tracy, it's fine. But the amount of takes we had to do because he could never say my name right.
Now in 2005, S Club 8 split up, which was really sad at the time. So what did you think of the split?
I think none of it, I think we all wanted it to go on forever, and there was a stage where we actually thought that we were going to be in S Club 8 forever. We were adamant, like, this is it now. And I think it was such a sudden ending, and we were obviously all really sad about it. But you know, it was going to come to an end eventually, and S Club 7, you know, moved on, and obviously we couldn't really be the juniors of a band that weren't around for much longer.
Exactly.
So it kind of, you know, just kind of slowed down, and we did the TV series, and then most of us had our GCSEs, so we all went back home. I literally just started working, and being so young, it was kind of hard to branch off and do other things because I was only like 15. And I just kind of went home and I was there for a couple of years, and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, you know, being with my friends and family and kind of having, you know, going back to normality a little bit. But then obviously, you know, that's not what I want in life. So I moved to London and obviously did X Factor.
Cool. Talking of X Factor, you auditioned in 2009.
Yeah.
You got to the top 6, which is incredible. It's a really good achievement. So what was that whole X Factor experience like for you?
Oh God, it's like the most emotional
roller
thing
coaster
I've ever done. I think I'll ever do in my life. Like, I'd always watched X Factor from when it started and thought, I wonder how far I could get. And you know, I was always curious. And some years I'd apply and then I'd be like, no, I'm just not going to do it. And then, you know, I went for it, and I mean, to people on the TV, it kind of seems like a little bit glamorous, but you know, a lot of fun, which it is. But behind the scenes, it's really like emotionally draining, and it's like I cried so much, like happy tears, sometimes not happy tears, but it's just it takes over like your life. It was amazing, very difficult, but I would never do it again.
Yeah, no,
I don't. I said I'd go for it and see. I mean, I did really well, really proud of myself, and I thought I wouldn't want to ruin that. Like, I don't know, I'm just going to leave it at that.
You've got your top 6, you're happy with that?
I can say that I've experienced X Factor, and like even we got to go to Dubai, and I met Kylie Minogue.
I know, incredible.
Oh, that place we stayed at, the Atlantis Hotel, was just
what was it like
paradise.
in front of Kylie and Danny?
Really scary. I didn't really mind singing in front of Danny because I'd done it a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
And we had no idea that Kylie was going to be the mentor. And as soon as she walked out, like, we were all genuinely really shocked that we had no idea. So then when it came to singing for her, I was like shaking. I was like, I can do this. but I can't sing for Kylie Minogue. It's really scary. But yeah, nerves definitely got the better of me. It was really scary.
I think you've done really well. I loved it. Now, Frankie and Rochelle, S Club Junior ladies as well, have gone on to do to become really successful in the Saturdays. So what do you think of their success?
I'm really proud of them. I think they've done really well. I love the Saturdays. I love all their music, and I'm just very, very happy and very proud of them.
Daisy, another S Club Junior
she's
girl.
in From Above.
Yeah, she's in a new girl band called From Above, managed by Beyonce's dad, which is...
That's crazy. But they've been, you know, working on that for absolute years, and you know, Daisy's worked really hard.
Building
so I'm
it
really
up.
happy that, you know, it's all paid off, and you know, I wish them all the best. Like, they're really good.
And do you all speak to everyone still? Does everyone still speak to each other?
Yeah, everyone. We got the chance to all reunite for Aaron's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Last year, and it was...
I think I saw a picture online of all of you standing
there.
Yeah,
and it was just so weird, like all being together, all grown up, like all the parents were there, and it was just such a nice night because we were all together. Like, it's rare that we're all available to like see each other. But yeah, so we all keep in touch, speak to each other every now and again.
Cool. Would you ever be part of a reunion, like an S Club 8
I think
reunion?
they should do like a one-off. Like, we should make this happen.
I love it. You know what, people out there would absolutely love it.
I think that we should do like just a one-off gig. Like, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely be up for
you
that.
had some good tunes.
Yeah, we did.
And you still do now. I mean, we play them on the channel. We love your tunes. So yeah, make that happen. Somebody.
Please do it.
So what are you up to now? What are you doing?
Well, last year, the back end of last year, I did a show called G-Mania, which was basically like a musical based on Glee, the American show.
Wow.
And we toured the UK theatres, and that was a lot of fun. And then I kind of took a little break from everything, and it's kind of like my New Year's resolution to, you know, broaden my horizons and try new things, like TV stuff, and still singing, definitely.
Get into singing. Would you become a part of a band maybe, or would you like to be like a solo artist?
Yeah, I think I'd be up for like a girl group.
Yeah.
If it was right, then I'd definitely Definitely be in a girl group.
I can imagine you in a girl
Yeah.
group. Yeah, I can imagine you singing. Can I become part of that?
Yeah, you can be in the
Not I can
band.
sing, but I can dance with you. Well, thank you so much for popping by,
Oh, you're
Stacey.
welcome,
It's
it's a
been great
pleasure.
to talk to you and look through your career in S Club Juniors.